The Life of Prophet Muhammad. Introduction. A light in the darkness. The 6th century Arabian Peninsula was buried in ignorance, tribal conflict, idol worship, and social injustice. The weak had no rights, women were degraded, and the poor were neglected. It was in this land, Makkah, that Allah sent his final prophet as a mercy for all of humanity. This is the story of the Makki life of Prophet Muhammad, from his blessed birth to his migration to Medina. A life full of wisdom, patience, sacrifice, and divine mission. Birth and early childhood. The year of the elephant al-Fil. Prophet Muhammad was born in the year 570 CE, known as the year of the elephant, when Abraha, the Christian ruler of Yemen, attacked the Kaaba with elephants, but Allah destroyed his army. Surah al-Fil. Family lineage. Father's name, Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib, died before birth. Mother's name, Amina bint Wahb. Noble tribe, Quraysh, clan of Banu Hashim. Descendant of Prophet Ibrahim, as through Ismail a.s. Sent to the desert. In line with Arab tradition, Muhammad was sent to the desert for stronger health and pure Arabic upbringing. He was raised for a few years by Halima Sa'diya of the Banu Sa'd tribe. Early orphanhood. At age 6, his mother Amina died, taken in by his grandfather Abdul Muttalib, who passed away when he was 8. Then raised by his uncle Abu Talib with great care. Youth and reputation. The truthful and trustworthy. From a young age, Muhammad was known as Sadiq, the truthful, Al-Amin, the trustworthy. He never lied, cheated, or worshipped idols. He stayed away from evil and was admired for his honesty, humility, and wisdom. Shepherd life. He worked as a shepherd, developing patience, responsibility, and compassion. Business and trade. Later, he became a merchant, known for fairness and trustworthiness. He worked with caravans and gained the admiration of many, including a noblewoman named Khadija Ra. Marriage to Khadija Razi Allah Anhuma. A blessed union. At age 25, Muhammad married Khadija bint Khuwailid R.A., a wealthy and honorable businesswoman. She was 40 years old. This marriage was based on mutual respect and trust, filled with peace, love, and loyalty, a source of emotional and financial support during his future mission. They had 6 children together, including Fatima, Ra, and Qasim. The first revelation. Retreat in Cave Hira. Prophet would retreat to Cave Hira to meditate, reflect, and worship. At the age of 40, during one such retreat in Ramadan, the angel Gabriel appeared and revealed the first verses of the Quran. Read in the name of your Lord who created. Surah Al-Alaq, 1-5. Muhammad was shaken. He ran home and told Khadija R.A., who comforted him and believed in him. She took him to Waraka ibn Nawfal, a Christian scholar, who confirmed that this was the same angel who came to Musa as the early call to Islam. Secret invitation. For the first 3 years, the message was spread secretly. Close family and friends accepted Islam. Khadija R.A., Ali ibn Abi Talib, Ra, cousin. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Ra, close friend. Zayd ibn Haritha, Ra, freed slave. Public declaration. In the 4th year, Prophet was commanded to call people openly. Proclaim openly what you are commanded. Surah Al-Hijr, 94. He stood on Mount Safa and called his people to believe in one God, Allah, and abandon idol worship. Opposition and persecution. As the message spread, the Quraysh began to mock and insult the Prophet, torture the weak Muslims like Bilal R.A., Yasser R.A., Sumayya Ra, first martyr, boycott and threaten his followers. Yet, Prophet remained patient and steadfast. Migration to Abyssinia. To protect some Muslims, the Prophet advised them to migrate to Abyssinia, Ethiopia, under the Christian king Negus and Najashi, who gave them safety and respect. Boycott and hardship. Social and economic boycott. Quraysh imposed a boycott on the Banu Hashim tribe. Muslims were confined in the valley of Abu Talib. They faced hunger, thirst, and extreme hardship for 3 years. Year of sorrow al-Huzn. This was the most difficult year in the Meccan life of the Prophet. Khadija Ra passed away. Abu Talib, his protective uncle, died. The Quraysh intensified their attacks. The Prophet was left grieving and vulnerable, but he still did not give up the mission. Taif, a journey of pain. Seeking new supporters, Prophet traveled to Taif. But instead of support, the people rejected him. Children and slaves stoned him until he bled. He sought refuge in a garden and made a heartbreaking dua to Allah. This moment showed his unmatched patience and connection with Allah. Isra and Miraj, the night journey. To honor him after so much pain, Allah gave him a miraculous journey. Isra, From Makkah to Masjid al-Aqsa, Jerusalem. Miraj. Ascension through the heavens. Gift of 5 daily prayers, Salah. This was a spiritual boost and proof of his divine mission. Search for allies. Pledges of Aqaba, 621-622 CE. Prophet met people from Yathrib, later Madinah, during Hajj. They secretly accepted Islam and pledged to protect him, follow the truth, establish Islam in their city. These are known as the first and second pledges of Aqaba. Hijrah, migration, to Madinah. As the Quraysh plotted to kill the Prophet, Allah commanded him to migrate. The final night, he left Ali Ra in his bed to confuse the assassins. He and Abu Bakr Ra took refuge in Cave Thar. After a dangerous journey, he arrived safely in Madinah, marking the beginning of the Islamic calendar, Hijri year. Conclusion. End of Makki phase, beginning of a nation. The Makki period was not about wars or victories. It was about building character, calling to truth with wisdom, patience under oppression, trust in Allah. This foundation prepared the Muslims for the Madani phase, when Islam would flourish as a complete way of life. The life of Prophet Muhammad, Madani period. From migration to death, a journey of leadership, law, and light. Introduction. From refugee to ruler. After 13 years of patience, sacrifice, and struggle in Makkah, the Prophet Muhammad finally migrated to Yathrib, soon to be called Madinah al-Munawwara, the radiant city. He was no longer a persecuted preacher, now he was the leader of a diverse society, a spiritual guide, a statesman, a general, and a reformer. Hijrah, the migration to Madinah. The journey. Prophet and Abu Bakr Ra stayed in Cave Thar for 3 nights. After an 8-day journey, they arrived in Quba, a suburb of Madinah. There, he built Masjid Quba, the first mosque in Islam. The people of Madinah welcomed him with joy and poetry. Tala al-Badru Alayna, building the first Islamic state. Brotherhood, Mu'aka. Prophet united the Muhajirin, migrants, and Ansar, helpers, in a bond of brotherhood, sharing homes, wealth, and support. The Constitution of Madinah. Prophet created a historic social contract between Muslims, Muhajirin and Ansar, Jews of Madinah, other tribes. This document guaranteed freedom of religion, security, and justice, making it the first written constitution in human history. Masjid an-Nabawi. The Prophet built Masjid an-Nabawi, which became a center for prayer, a school for knowledge, a court for justice, a parliament for the Ummah. Major battles in the Madani period. The Madani life involved defending Islam, establishing justice, and dealing with betrayal and war. 1. Battle of Badr. First major battle between Muslims, 313, versus Quraysh, 1000. Despite being outnumbered, Muslims won with Allah's help. Many Quraysh leaders died. This was a turning point and proof of divine support. 2. Battle of Uhud, 625 CE. Quraysh sought revenge with 3,000 fighters. Muslims initially won but lost due to disobedience of archers. Prophet was injured, and 70 Muslims martyred, including Hamza Ra. A lesson in discipline and trust in Allah. 3. Battle of Khandak Trench, 627 CE. Quraysh allied with other tribes, 10,000 attackers. Prophet, advised by Salman Farsi R.A., dug a trench around Madinah. Allah sent a storm, and the enemies retreated. Known as the Battle of the Confederates. Spiritual, legal, and social reforms. Quranic revelation. Most of the legal, social, and spiritual laws of Islam were revealed in the Madani period. Zakah, fasting, Hajj, laws of marriage, divorce, inheritance, business, and justice. Moral teachings about charity, forgiveness, and good character. Spreading the message. Prophet sent letters to kings and emperors. Heraclius, Rome, Khosrau, Persia, Negus, Abyssinia. Many responded with curiosity, some became Muslim. Treaty of Hudaybiyah, a peace treaty with Quraysh. Muslims attempted to perform Umrah. Quraysh stopped them. A 10-year peace treaty was signed at Hudaybiyah. Though seemingly one-sided, it was a victory for Islam. Allowed peaceful spread of Islam. Many embraced Islam afterward. Conquest of Makkah, a victory without bloodshed. Quraysh violated the treaty. Prophet marched with 10,000 companions to Makkah. Quraysh surrendered without resistance. Prophet forgave everyone, even his enemies. No blame upon you today. Allah will forgive you. Surah Yusuf 12, 92. All idols in the Kaaba were destroyed. Battle of Hunain and Taif. After Makkah, some tribes still resisted Islam. In Hunain, Muslims briefly struggled but eventually won. Later, Taif was approached peacefully. Farewell Hajj, largest gathering of Muslims. Prophet performed Hajj and delivered his farewell sermon, Khutbah Hajjatul Wida, at Arafat. Key messages of the sermon. Equality. No Arab is better than a non-Arab. Rights of women. No racism or tribalism. Return of trusts. Finality of prophethood. Today, I have perfected your religion. Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:3. Final illness and death, 632 CE. Sickness begins. Prophet fell ill shortly after returning from Hajj. Illness lasted about 13 days. He stayed in Aisha's house. The final moments. He led the prayer while weak, then asked Abu Bakr to lead. On 12th Rabi al-Awwal, at age 63, Prophet passed away peacefully. Last words, O Allah, with the highest companion Ar Rafiq al-Allah. Companions in shock. Umar couldn't believe it. Abu Bakr reminded them, whoever worshipped Muhammad, know that Muhammad has died. But whoever worships Allah, he is ever living. Burial and legacy. Buried in the chamber of Aisha beside Masjid and Nabawi. Islam spread rapidly after his death across Arabia and the world. His life remains the greatest example for humanity. Indeed, in the Messenger of Allah is a perfect example. Surah Al-Ahzab 33:21. Conclusion. A life that changed the world. The Madani life of Prophet Muhammad transformed a divided, unjust society into a just, unified ummah. Disbelief into faith. War into peace. He was a leader without a palace, a warrior without pride, a prophet without rest, a mercy to mankind.